Sentinel.
Yeah.
Talking about this is the pre-show. We're talking about
Go on.
fucking Build-A-Figs and shit for
Yeah.
the X-Men
Build-A-Figs.
Legends Dawn of X.
We take it there, folks.
Which I think I'm gonna get. But yeah, Jules reminded us that Tri-Sentinel, at least the one that they're making for the new Build-A-Fig, is not an X-Men villain. He was originally a
Spider-Man villain. Yep,
he was freaking hilarious.
Really. Yes, he was a Sentinel that was seeking out possible mutants, and he appeared to. Everyone thought Spider-Man was a mutant in the 90s. That was.
I remember that, dude. I remember that.
They were trying.
It makes sense. I mean, mutants were the ones all popping up with powers, and
and he got his powers right at that whole peak age of teenagehood.
Yeah,
and a lot of people got their powers in a catalytic event. And it's always just been assumed that it's too simple for the Spider to have given him his powers. So, yeah, that was a big thing where, is Spider-Man a mutant or not? The answer is he's not.
Spider-Man a mutant?
No, he is not.
He is not.
Only in
he
House
can't
of
go
M.
through the gate.
Only in House of M.
Only in House of M.
And not really.
No, not even really. But it would be cool. I've always thought that was a cool idea to play with.
I'm pretty sure in House of M, was he lying? Was he knowing? That was the point, right? He was knowingly lying.
He was knowingly lying. Yes, that was the point.
Yeah. Who was lying in House of M?
Spider-Man about being a mutant.
Yeah, I think that's right.
We're going to talk about all the books coming out.
Yeah, because the irony was he was the most popular superhero for lying.
Yeah.
Which is because
he lied about it.
Yeah. At the juxtaposition of him being the least popular superhero in the 616. In their universe. Obviously not in ours. He's the most iconic superhero. Probably
easily the biggest from Marvel, arguably biggest ever out of, anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that now that if you add up, of course, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, but as you talk about since Spider-Man's creation, he is just topped. He's had more books other than Batman, maybe. And actually, Batman, maybe if you add it all up at this point, hasn't had as many books other than Time.
I don't know. Batman has definitely had more books because half of DC is Batman.
Yeah.
Yes.
Half
of
Marvel is
Gomer, it's a chance to use your image. You can use your image now, Gomer.
Oh, that's true. Thanks, Taylor.
Yeah. But here's what I'm going to say. When I was a kid.
And you bitched about this for so long. You're like, can you just leave DC alone?
There was only one Batman book.
But I mean, I guess it really is just it's a 3-horse race between Superman, Batman, and Spider-Man in terms of the biggest
and that's just comics. Period. I think that is changing when you have a Chinese market that is open to Iron Man movies but doesn't have the comics. I don't know, man. You know what I mean? You show some dude on the street who is this guy in the Iron Man, and they're gonna know who it is.
That's true.
But I mean, that's just how things are evolving.
But you know what?
It's crazy to think about before the MCU when most people wouldn't know who Thor or Iron Man or half of the characters in the Avengers even are.
I know.
I mean, people knew Captain America just because of the whole Stars and Stripes type thing, but yeah, it's really upped the profile of a lot of those characters in ways that are difficult to predict from before.
Remember when we were all like, oh my gosh, there's so much Wolverine in the comics, and then the X-Men movies hit, and it was like, oh my gosh, what the fuck? How did they put more Wolverine into every damn thing?
And then they killed him off, and he was still in every book.
Yeah, I know, right?
He was literally in every book. They put him at the end of every single title that they had running.
So that's interesting. Is somebody playing drums? Somebody playing fucking drums? All right, so tomorrow we are doing Akira for the Geekterion collection, the best of the best of the best. The bullies are gonna be here. I listened to the show, the Comic Book Bullies show that they did last night. I listened to it today. Leroy's never seen Akira.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And he's like, yeah, I might try to watch it. And I'm listening like, what?
What?
Why would you show up if you're not?
Dude, here's what I'm saying.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Eli sounded jaded. Eli was like, oh, man, I've seen it I don't know, a million times.
I've seen it a million times.
I don't know what else we're going to add. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why?
Spot on the Eli impression, by the way.
That's great Eli impression. But I will say this: I did enjoy the Snyder cut, but rewatching Akira, I was like, wow, it's amazing how much better a 2-hour animated movie from 1988 still is.
Whatever, man. I really
I really enjoyed it, cut. But I was also going to say it stands the test of time. I was very
sure.
God
hard
damn,
for me to defend, Zack Snyder, but it's not fair to compare any movie to one of the most widely celebrated movies
really
of
glad,
all time.
Yeah,
I rewatched Akira after I watched the Snyder cut and not before. I still really enjoyed the Snyder cut.
What about Falcon Winter Soldier? Did you catch the first episode of that?
It was significantly better than the Snyder cut.
Very well done.
I really enjoyed it.
Very good.
It was the best spent time of something new.
Yeah.
Not to say I didn't really enjoy the Snyder cut, but it was a lot of time.
It was 40 minutes is a lot shorter than 4 hours.
40 minutes.
Taylor actually wasn't here on the Bullies. Leroy admitted he watched it like 6 times.
I watched their show. Yeah. I don't know. Like that's literally 24 hours, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. Literally 24 hours.
Literally
for like
day
3 days
watching it.
Yeah. He must have like had it on his phone as he's driving,
in the bathroom.
Yeah, he got it on the bathroom,
on his laptop.
He's at work saying, "I'm gonna need another, 2.5 hours, boss, to finish this viewing." But no, good for him, man. Good for him. He loved it. He said he loved it.
Glad he enjoyed it, but
as long as he enjoyed it,
I don't think I've ever enjoyed anything enough to watch like 24 hours worth of something in a 3-day stretch.
It's dude. When Endgame came on, we watched it 3 times in a row. When Endgame was finally available, we watched it 3 times in a row, and yeah, that was something. Because my kid and I are analyzing it. Me and my kid were analyzing everything. So yeah, we watched it over and over again. It was very good, but
I did love it.
We didn't do that with this.
I did that with Ant-Man because everybody knows it was a big deal for me to personally see that movie get made. And I spent 2 days seeing every screening I could, one right after another, because I couldn't believe it got made. I'm going to be absolutely honest. I was like, I get one. I don't care if they never make a sequel.
So did you go into the theater thinking, okay, this is all an elaborate trick, they're going to spring it on me right now?
Yeah. I waited. I went to the very first screening of Ant-Man that Thursday night. I was like, fuck this. If this movie sucks, I bought the midnight premiere, and then they had one more after that, and I went to both. In case it sucked, I was just gonna sell the tickets, but if it ruled, I saw it back to back opening night, and I did.
It was good.
And it ruled.
It ruled. I'm ready for the third one.
I am too.
Mania. I want to see it.
That's 2022. Are we expecting that one?
I don't know.
Who knows?
Who knows?
I'm still waiting for Black Widow, guys.
Still waiting. We're never gonna get it. It's never gonna happen. They're just gonna put it in the box.
I expect it'll come out sometime.
Someone will buy it as an NFT, and then we'll never see it.
Yeah.
Right now they're saying May, but I think it's probably more realistic to expect late summer.
Yeah, I think everything's gonna move again
soon,
especially for those sorts of movies where they really want to fill the theater. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. I mean, if they wanted to just drop the movie, they could have done that a year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, and unlike Raya and the Last Dragon, I would pay $30.
I would pay $30
for Black Widow because my entire family would sit and watch it, and it would be less money than going to the theater. You know what I mean?
That is,
and once you get it, you get it.
Yeah.
For that $30, you get it forever. It's yours forever. Even though it's
as long as you have a Disney Plus subscription.
Yeah, as long as. But I can't get rid of Disney Plus. I have a fucking 5-year-old. That's all she.
I mean, every week for the rest of this year is slated with some sort of MCU show at this point.
I mean, as soon as Falcon and Winter Soldier are done, 2 weeks after that, it goes right into Loki, right?
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and we're getting Star Wars later this year too.
Well, yeah. By the time Loki ends, you get What If, but more importantly, the Mandalorian's right around the corner.
Right.
Yeah. And then next year we're getting 3 different Star Wars series, man.
I don't have enough fingers to count the Star Wars stuff we're getting in the upcoming years. Oh my gosh,
it's very exciting time. Very exciting time. So yeah, tomorrow night, 7:30 Central Time, hang out for the Geekterion collection again, the best of the best of the best of geek cinema. We're talking about Akira, and I don't know where Jules went. Oh, his devices aren't connected. He might fail out. He'll be back, but. Next week, same time, 7:30 Central Time, we're doing our top 5 on Tuesday. So that's going to be top 5 television shows. Not as much. Am I? Oh, okay. Adam's moving. I was like, wait a minute. Am I the one who's frozen? Am I?
No, I'm moving. I'm here. I hear you.
I was frozen for a second, I think.
Not as much passion for me in the TV shows for some reason. You know what I mean?
Well,
it's weird. TV shows are more like, oh, I'm just going to put this on in the background.
TV shows are. I think TV shows will be interesting because TV shows are a lot more personal than to the person. Then
good.
But generally, I think it's true that you get less worked up about TV shows than you would a movie because, like, I feel like a movie can like maintain a thrill because it's only out for like an hour or two, whereas a TV show just kind of becomes like an old acquaintance after a while. You still love it and everything, but
that's most of my stuff, man. It's just stuff I keep finding myself going back to and watching just over and over because I adore it, that much. So that's
I've got my top 4 for sure, and my number 5 is probably going to be a comfort show, for lack of a better term.
Nice.
Yeah, just something I enjoy watching.
Awesome. So TNG is on your list, not Deep Space Nine. We'll just have to wait and see. All right, so we're gonna do that next Tuesday. I can't wait for that one. Mine's already done. My list is done. So, all right, let's get into it. Let's do this fucking previews. I can get captions now for the audio and video. That's nice.
You're fired. Everybody's fucking fired.
Because Adam watched Speed. Dude, how great is Sandra Bullock in that? And I mean, just a great actress and just a beautiful woman.
There's a reason why she's America's sweetheart, man.
She is.
Miss Congeniality.
Oh my god. And fucking Demolition Man.
Demolition Man, yeah.
Greetings, geeks! Welcome back to another episode of This Geek in Comics, our Geekers comic book shit talk show. It's Gomer, Adam, Taylor, Jules. How's it going, guys?
What's up, man?
We're doing previews.
I'm getting by.
Making it.
What do you want, a song? I mean, I'm good. I'm doing all right.
I want a 10-minute song from Scandinavian ladies.
Anything cool? Let's talk about comics from last week for just a second. Oh, come on, Adam. That is a direct riff on Aquaman. That's such a sweet moment when she's smelling his sweat.
That was not sweet. I saw that clip, and it was not sweet. It was weird.
Creepy as hell.
It was creepy as fuck. A lot of the stuff they cut was creepy as shit, like the Flash with the hot dog and like the lady smelling Jason Momoa's discarded sweater. They were right to get rid of that.
I agree. That the sweater is a little bit much. This decadent fucking song that they sing is in the entire fucking movie.
They were singing Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah in Scandinavian. Come on,
dude.
I don't think they were doing that.
No.
Adam about spit out some Mountain Dew or whatever the fuck.
I feel like I would enjoy that more in almost any other context. I would enjoy doing the Scandinavian Hallelujah if it weren't a fucking superhero movie and these people were perving on Jason Momoa.
Right.
It's weird in that context.
It was weird.
Let's talk about a comic that came out last week that was a pretty big deal because Jules didn't get to talk about it. And Taylor, for some reason, was... I don't know. He had COVID just for the day. He couldn't speak at all. It was really quite funny. But anyway, Jules, did you read Justice League by Brian Michael Bendis?
I did.
Well, what'd you think? It was terrible. It was so predictable.
It was. I won't say it was terrible, but it was definitely paint by numbers.
Right.
As paint by numbers as you can get.
It was enjoyable in the moment, but you forget about it the second you put it.
Yeah.
That's a great way to say that.
It looked pretty.
It looked really good.
Yeah.
It was. The tragic thing is, it's probably the best thing he's done at DC besides Naomi.
Okay.
And
that is a low bar.
It is.
But you know what?
Good.
Naomi's good. And this is what I'm going to say about this book. As far as Justice Leagues go, there's a low bar to begin with.
It
is.
True. I like Snyder's
There's not a very great.
There's not
Justice
exactly. I can name like 2 runs, and I
like Scott Snyder's run.
Yeah,
it's good.
The Perpetua shit and
good.
Flex. The Justice League Dark Story was loads better.
Oh yeah. That's the best part about this issue is that now a lot of more people have eyes on Justice League Dark and just how awesome it's been.
Merlin is a cold motherfucker, apparently.
Yeah, don't fuck with Merlin, man.
I loved it.
Yeah, no, what I came out of it was, okay, it's just another Justice League story in that, like, the Justice League is just, it's McDonald's, man. You know?
Hippolyta or whatever still has to join the team. She's going to join the team eventually, so he's still building up. If you remember New Avengers, Wolverine didn't show up till the end of issue 2, I think, and then fully in issue 3.
Well, yeah, it's a Bendis book, so it's got to take a whole arc for one thing to happen.
Yeah. Yep. All right, let's get into the books this week.
Let's do it.
We're going to talk about every book, every single comic book that's dropping this week, at least to some extent. We're going to start at DC.
They're doing it. They're killing Superman again. Because
if you see something, say something. They are. They're killing Superman again.
Just dropped, and they're like, you know what? We got to capitalize. Him getting that black suit again.
Speaking of, cover. I couldn't find a single issue of Justice League last week that wasn't a fucking Snyder variant.
All the Snyder variants are awful.
And they were awful.
Oh, that's awful.
Great Tatina Tedesco cover here, though. Michael Avon Oming's got some artwork duties on this. I got a full preview here. I actually grabbed the page.
I'm gonna check this out. I like Philip Kennedy, whatever Johnson, right? Philip Kennedy Johnson. Yeah. I mean, he's done some good stuff. It's got a Becky Cloonan backup too, which I guess is be interesting to check out.
It's the Midnighter backup story.
Oh,
ooh,
yeah. Which it's like, hey, we know you hate all of our main books: Action, Detective, Justice League. So instead of selling you those, what we're really selling you is a 5-page backup story at the end of all of those, and we're still going to charge you $5.
Yep, that's exactly what they're doing.
That is basically exactly what they're doing.
A load of shit.
I don't know. I kind of want to see what they do with John as Superman. So
well, we know where it's going. In Future State, he becomes the worst Superman ever.
Worst.
You did a really bad job.
Ever.
He's terrible at it. It's just
I kind of want to see. I kind of want to see how terrible of a job he does.
On the way.
Because I'm not gonna lie. It was pretty entertaining watching how bad he was.
And you guys brought it up because I didn't read it. The people in Metropolis are like, "Oh, okay, John."
Yeah, it's okay.
At some point, he's got to win them over.
We can't stay mad at you.
Yeah, we love you. Your
they
dad
forgave him way too fast.
That's why John Romita Jr. keeps getting work. Oh, your dad was awesome. We loved your dad.
But see, like, I will say that's what I enjoyed about John failing so much, because that's something you're not used to reading in a Superman book.
Sure.
Is him just always failing, just fucking it up.
Remember when Spider-Man used to fail all the time? And then when he'd win, like it would cost Peter Parker just like everything. That's the kind of shit I want to see.
Well, I agree. It's a little too far. I mean, you can only read about the universe shitting on someone so often before it just becomes,
it's true.
But it wasn't always a trope.
It's true.
What makes Spider-Man to me significantly better than most DC characters, where his characters always got like 2 issues because he never beat him the first time.
Yeah.
He always lost that first time.
Yeah.
And like Jonathan feels like the first Superman ever where he might not win that first time. Right. Or he might accidentally kill something.
Here's some weird Batman Arkham, Talia al Ghul. It's just a bunch of collected stuff, $30.
That's weird.
Not bad, not terrible. But yeah, very weird.
Is Arkham really like a villain anthology thing they're doing, or what?
I don't know. I haven't seen the Arkham book with any character name associated with it.
And
as far
for whatever
as
it's worth, I do not associate Talia al Ghul with Arkham Asylum.
I was just about to say that. She's never been fucking locked up. She's way too badass for that.
No, I was just gonna say that. Like, how could you even associate the name Arkham with Talia? She's
not only does she not get locked up, she literally seduced and got knocked up by the dude who's supposed to lock her up. She's that badass. Ain't got a kid. And he's a badass too.
I mean, she is part of the I got on Batman's dick club. It's a pretty short list.
It is a short list. It is. Batman Black and White. I do have the preview pages for this too. That's kind of good looking right there with the
that's cool.
89, I guess, Batmobile. That's just a pinup page from Simone DeMeo, one of our favorites around.
That's gorgeous.
It is beautiful. Oh my gosh. Yeah, just some nice rough pencil work here. Same thing here. Just really cool. But
all these short story collections are really hit or miss for me. Like, I feel like you got to go in hoping to get at least half of them be pretty good in order for it to justify the cover price. Like that red and blue thing from Superman, I liked one of those stories.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. There was they're hit or miss. The Urban Legends one was the same thing for me. I hated all of the Batman stories except for the Grifter story. But I was like, oh man, that Grifter story almost worth whatever I paid $5.
It just feels like
$8.
They're running out of ideas, and they're just giving you as much as they can.
Simone Bianchi.
That's a sweet cover.
Holy shit, that's cool. Oh, man, that is fun.
Man,
I wish Simone Bianchi would do more interior work.
Yeah.
Badass.
That'd be nice.
Motherfucker is a badass.
Superman, or Batman Superman number 16. I'm pretty sure is this the premiere of the Gene Yun Lang?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe it is.
Run. Pretty cool. I know Taylor's a favorite. Doing some great stuff with the art design in this. This is cool. Page 1. This is page 2 and 3. To see how it's playing off the film and Batman and Superman, the things that happen to them in their life are on 2 different films. This is page 3 and 4. That is very, very cool. A fun way to do sequential art. And also, who knows, Yang is a fucking genius. I mean, literally, I'm pretty sure he's a certified genius.
Absolutely.
If this isn't tying in somehow to be playing off the fact that these are the 2 biggest motherfuckers on the screen right now, Batman and Superman, he missed an opportunity, and I'm pretty sure he's not like that. So, this is the first one. Get ready for the start of a new era. Courtesy of Yang, and Ivan Rice is doing the art. Also, some Danny Mickey art.
Oh, very cool.
Follow Ivan Rice around somehow. I'm not sure how that works.
Pals.
They're pals.
They're pals.
We got a Greg Smallwood cover for that too.
Nice cover, yeah.
They worked on Green Lantern a lot together. Green Lantern Corps specifically.
Yep, they did.
Yep.
So it makes sense that their names stay together because they've worked on various projects since.
I really did like Greg Smallwood's stuff on a Moon Knight from a few years ago. That was an underrated one, I think.
I agree.
Did y'all see the video Oscar Isaac's trainer posted on Instagram of him doing the fighting choreography?
I haven't watched it yet. I'm sure it's great.
It's gonna be
gnarly.
I don't even know what style of martial arts you would call that, but he's turning his back and catching a punch behind his back and then leaning in. Dude, it's crazy shit, dude.
It's some crazy ass shit. That movie's gonna be. I mean, that show's gonna be awesome.
But it looked like it fit the character Moon Knight very, very well. It was all
Moon Knight's crazy, so he'll do some crazy shit.
Yeah,
exactly.
Stoked. All right, Batman, White Knight. These are weird. These are people. I know people love the Sean Murphy stuff, but Matteo Scalera, not bad at all. I mean,
I love Matteo Scalera.
Fucking awesome.
Great artist.
Matteo Scalera.
I'm just not a fan of this sort of book. I don't know.
I feel like White Knight has gotten into peak bad status by now.
Yes.
I mean, it was fine, but it's got 2 spin-offs and a sequel series, and it just it was fine.
It's Spider-Gwen for DC.
It is kind of like Spider-Gwen. Yeah.
It's not as bad as Spider-Gwen.
No, but I mean,
there was some good shit in Spider-Gwen.
There was some good shit in Spider-Gwen.
There was some good shit, but Spider-Gwen, they brought to mainline.
There it is. That's what happened.
Marvel. They haven't done that with this yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Well, they can't.
Oh, man, they won't do that. They won't do that.
Hey, man.
They can't bring good guy Joker around,
Oh, my gosh. Unless they murder him first. Anyway, Detective Comics, what do we have to? 1034. Mariko Tamaki, Joshua Williamson, Dan Mora, Gleb Melnikov.
I'm not excited for this one at all. All the other Batman books, I kind of, I've kind of come to peace with them. I see what their purpose is. This is the one that's kind of up in the air. I don't really know why this needs to exist.
It's weird. The Robin story that started in Batman is continuing in Detective.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's going to be the main reason why I picked this up.
That's a kick in the balls. I'm interested in to see where Damien ends up. You know what I mean? We're still not sure. He's been.
Well, here we see him hanging out with famed Arkham inmate Talia al Ghul.
Yeah. And also, the team on this one is the same team that worked on that Dark Detective book.
Yeah.
And literally nothing happened in that damn book.
Yeah.
Future State Teen Titans Ruins #1. I don't even know what the hell this is supposed to be.
Are they still doing Future State?
I don't know. Is this the Future State book or is this supposed to be
it says
the
Future
Academy
State on
book?
it.
Yeah, it's all.
It's got
the imprint on the
book?
top and everything.
Yeah,
it looks like
it was
a Future
supposed to be
State
called Titans Academy, right?
Well, maybe there's another book coming out after the Harley Quinn. We do want to take a look at this. It is Stephanie Phillips. It is the amazing Riley Rossmo. I do have previews for this as well, and just from the look of everything going on,
the art's great.
It looks like they're taking a bit of a more of an approach, a la the animated series.
Well, that's what's hot right now.
That's what's hot right now.
Follow what's hot.
Yeah, I love this going on. Just very, very good art.
I'm probably not gonna pick this up just because I'm not really that big of a Harley fan. But that said, though, this will probably be a pretty decent pickup. I expect this to be a good book. Just the art alone, I love that artist. So
we do get a Derek Chu variant. We do not get enough Derek Chu variant covers. That's perfect. We're gonna get Punchline in this. What? That's gonna be cool. And
oh my fucking god!
And obviously the obligatory blank variant. That's the one. That's your money.
That's a cool one.
Money right there. Taylor, opinions on Punchline? You don't have any good ones.
I don't have anything nice to say, so I just.
New 52 Swamp Thing omnibus. That was actually a pretty good run thing. Both runs, the Snyder run and the
Lemire, right?
Soule run. They were
Who
both.
Was it?
It was Charles Soule.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. It was Charles Soule.
It was one of Charles Soule's first books. He was actually pretty good back then. Now he's just okay.
Now he's just writing so much Star Wars, man.
Right. That's all he does.
That's all he does now.
I think he's the Star Wars guy.
He is.
Yeah, he's even doing the novels for him too. So
yeah, he sure is.
I miss the good old days with him writing that She-Hulk series. That was
good my gosh, with Javier Pulido. My god, that book was so good. I hope the series that they're having on Disney Plus is reminiscent of that, dude.
I've heard the approach they're taking is somewhere in between that book and of course Peter David's run.
Yeah, I think I have the David run with the whatever cover. It's with what's his name? The artist you hate. Oh, there goes.
Oh, Greg Land.
Yeah, Greg Land. Yeah,
I hate Greg Land.
I have that debut issue hanging on my wall. It's her holding the scales of justice, and
yes, I know the cover.
Yeah.
Do you know who he traced to make the cover?
No,
I
don't.
I don't.
And you don't either. I know you're just saying that to be a smart ass. Yes,
I am.
He's a tracer. He's the best fucking tracer.
He is the best tracer in the world, but he is still just a tracer.
He's still just a tracer.
The best tracer on the planet. I don't know where it puts him, but hey, I've never been the best anything on the planet. Okay,
yeah, but he is a really good tracer.
Fair enough.
Teen Titans Academy final book. Tim Sheridan, Rafa Sandoval, great artist on this. I do have a preview.
I love Rafa Sandoval.
Well.
Oh yeah, me too. Great art.
Some great build up here. We got a nice 2-page spread as we are introduced to everything going on at Teen Titans Academy. We can say this is just a play off of everything that Marvel has done ever with their kids. I mean, literally the X-Men was built on having a bunch of superpowered people in a school. We had Avengers Academy. We have Doctor Strange's Academy now. Yeah. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm probably not going to pick this up.
I'm not picking it up. I know I'm not. I know I'm not. All right, let's get into everything else.
Let's do this.
All right. This is the 24th. Every book on this list is coming out Wednesday, unlike the Tuesday drops for DC. Bitterroot #11. Folks are loving this book. It's a great book. Racially charged. A lot of good writing in there. Department of Truth's getting some reprints. Really, the only big books that they have coming out at Image Comics. Die 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 is a Kirkman book. Everybody loves it. And this is a cover that people have been waiting for quite some time. It's going to really make some waves. And if you look, he's like in cosmic. This is a cosmic fight. This is Obama fighting aliens to defend the United States. And yeah, dude.
I am tempted to just buy this to put that on a wall now because that's
a great cover. Oh, it's hilarious.
I'm
the only thing that would have made it better if it spoofed the Ali Superman cover. That's the only thing.
Oh, that would have been a good idea.
That's what I would have done.
What else?
But that's awesome.
Haha.
I do like haha.
Number 3. This is what's his name? Who does the other book that I like?
Ice Cream Man.
Ice Cream Man.
Price. Roger Landridge jumping on as artist for this. Take a look at some of that preview art. Pretty basic cartooning.
That's cool.
Oh, this is going to be a silent issue because it's about a mime.
Yep. That just hit me.
There might be some word in it.
It's probably going to be a silent.
Probably going to be silent though.
Which is why it's fucking hilarious.
Man.
Oh, that's awesome.
Great.
This is going to be great.
Yeah, just a little bit of onomatopoeia there, and
yep. That's it.
Oh man,
that's awesome. I'm in.
I love this sort of art too. Yeah, I'm into. W. Maxwell Prince has really gotten over on this whole anthology thing, man.
Yeah, man.
W. Maxwell Price. Damn it, that is not the man's name. It's W. Maxwell Prince.
Damn it. That's what I thought.
Why does Diamond keep fucking up the dude's name?
Maybe he has like his name trademarked and they don't want to pay him for it.
No, I know.
I have no idea why they keep getting that wrong.
Rain Like Hammers is a solid issue. It's going to be better.
Ooh, Stray Dogs number 2
Yeah, this is the big release. This is in my top 3 this week. Tony Fleeks is doing the covers, but man, the great book. Trish Forstner.
Oh yeah, the art alone
My Little Pony. But man, this art, which is just straight out of a Don Bluth movie, that old Disney style.
Love this.
So good. It's so good. This is about a bunch of dogs that live together. They all have one owner. They get a new dog, and the new dog is all scared and shitty and doesn't know what's going on, and then has sort of this PTSD style flashback and realizes that this owner killed her previous owner and kidnapped her. And this is sort of these dogs figuring that out and
solving the mystery.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's fucking
definitely
awesome.
On my list. I love that art. Not much from Dark Horse this week. We do get Jeff Lemire co-writing The Barbalian Red Planet. That's finally finishing up. And that's it, really. We do get the Orville Season 2.5 trade paperback. That's a winner.
It is a winner. It's a great show if you never watched it. It's the best Star Trek show to happen in like a decade, too.
Whatever. I don't mind New Trek. Don't be mean.
No. Hey, I actually probably like New Trek more than you like New Trek.
You do. I know you do.
I know I do. I just acknowledge the fact that the Orville is like the greatest homage to TNG, Deep Space Nine, and Voyager.
It's TNG with fart jokes, okay?
Yeah,
it is.
But it also has Voyager's intro.
Yeah,
they do a lot more with the alien races, like they did on Deep Space Nine. It's an homage to that era.
Yeah,
of Trek.
Comic book history of animation. This is Fred Van Lint's ongoing projects of him just doing nerd history in comic book form. He had the comic book history of comics. I think he had the comic book history of I don't know something, but he's got a whole thing going on, and they're fun. They're interesting. They're scholastic.
Learn something.
These are academic.
Learn something from these.
Yeah,
I agree.
Also, Dungeons and Dragons. I want to give a shout out to that. It's been a fun book, but I don't know how they're going to wrap this up in 4 issues. My guess, to be continued in.
Oh, for sure.
Dungeons and Dragons: Spine of the World 2, coming soon. Sonic the Hedgehog. I know Jules is a reader.
I read it. It's a fun book. It's a fun book.
And Usagi, of course.
Of course.
I do want to mention the best.
These are always pretty good. The cover is always awesome, and then you get quite a bit of issues for the cover price.
Yeah, you get quite a bit of the story. Let's look. I think it's like 40 pages. It's $6, but It's like 40, 50 pages, man.
It's
man,
pretty thick.
You get half that for the same price of DC. You might as well get it.
Oh my gosh.
Well, you only pay for
right,
5 pages of DC, so
it's true.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of,
moving on to the big one. Here it is. The big one. The big one from Marvel Comics.
Philip Kennedy Johnson's having a big week this week.
Big week, man.
Having a big year, dude.
Definitely.
He's shaping up to make 2021 like a huge PKJ year. So
this book will definitely look great. Salvador LaRocca, fantastic artist. Great choice for Alien. I just don't know what they can really. I don't know. I'm just leery about it being over at Marvel.
You're worried about a lack of violence.
Yes.
I think we'll be okay. I mean, look.
I think we'll probably be all right.
That's
See,
beautiful.
that's awesome.
Holy crap, dude! It looks so good. I mean, come on,
I think they have the right team for this because even if it has a lack of violence, it'll have a lot of suspense.
Sure. And look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
Character work, dude. That is just
that cat. That's awesome.
Oh, the cat. Oh my god.
That cat's gonna get eaten.
No,
the cat will be fine.
The
cat will be the only one to survive in the next week.
That's true. That's true. The cat always survives.
All right, so yeah, that's the big one. Let's take a look at some of these variants. We do have the blank black variant, of course, because those are so hip right now. Patrick Gleason is doing a cover. That's pretty nice.
Basic. It's Alien base.
But I mean, see how it's playing off of the.
Yeah, it's playing off of the
poster, the movie poster, I guess a little bit. Peach Momoko's got a variant in her unique style. That's quite good.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Ooh,
the Mother Queen.
The Queen. Yeah, that's a cool cover, man.
Here. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Now Ook doing these head variants that we can't quit bitching about.
That bastard.
I mean, this one's even worse, I think.
What the hell?
What the hell?
What is going on, bud?
These head variants are just a terrible idea.
As much as these head variants suck, it's better here than it usually is because at least the alien has a fairly distinct head,
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Ron Lim's doing a pretty nice action cover here. Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
Pretty nice. Pretty nice. And we have, of course, the obligatory Scotty Young.
Got to.
And this one's actually pretty nice too. I like
that one too. Yeah.
Scotty Young misses the mouth. He should not have the big alien mouth smiling. He should have the little alien mouth smiling.
Who the hell are you to tell Scotty Young?
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Who the hell am I? This guy literally wakes up in the morning, takes a shit, and does a sketch, sells it on eBay, and then goes back to bed. Okay, that's all the guy's got to do for the whole day.
Hey, if I could do that, who wouldn't?
Exactly.
Agreed.
Exactly.
Agreed.
If I could go around to all the bars and just give people sketches, and that's how I pay my bar tab, that'd
be nice.
Amazing Spider-Man 62 continues this weird social media new costume.
It sucks. I hate Spider-Man.
Okay, even though I haven't been reading this book, I still found a way to be profoundly disappointed that his new outfit, like its main feature, is that it streams what he's doing.
It's just a live stream. It's all his new suit does.
Weird, dude. It's so weird.
When I first saw it, I was like, okay, this doesn't look terrible. I hate the eyes, but it doesn't look terrible. But that's so stupid. It being just like fucking streaming his escapades. That's so stupid.
Thank God Nonstop is a book now because Amazing is just awful.
Man, I got Nonstop right over here. I read it all the time. It's not even read. It's mostly just look at.
It's beautiful. This is beautiful.
Wrapping up Black Panther's the run, right? This is it.
Yeah. This is it.
Is this the last issue?
As far as I know, this is the last issue.
Yeah, I think it's the last issue.
Part
penultimate. So there's one more.
There's one more after this. So they are taking it to 25, which makes sense.
That makes sense.
This is Jen Partel's Women's History Month cover, and it's Chef's Kiss. It's beautiful, as all of these have been. I haven't even been able to find these at my shop. I haven't been able to find them.
I noticed they couldn't do the accent over Akuna's N there, and they just went for a question mark. They didn't even put it.
No, they. That's actually
didn't put the end.
That's actually an HTML problem.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a coding issue where it doesn't. Chrome doesn't understand what that symbol is in the font that they're using. So it just points up that a question mark is just a character that it doesn't know what it is.
I just learned something.
Yeah.
I just thought they were bad, terrible white people.
Whenever you see a question mark in text on a computer, it's usually because there's some sort of thing missing.
That's good to know.
Well, if you still want to be mad at them, they could find a way to program.
Yeah, be mad at them. Yeah, they could fix their shit. Here's another one of these Michael Cho weird variants that they're doing. I don't mind this one as much as the other ones.
That one. That
I
one
like that because
right.
it's the classic costume, and it looks
exactly.
His art does look like Kirby in this.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Exactly. The other one's not so much.
Not so much, but this does look like a Panther Kirby would have drawn.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
Faux show. And Kiones is getting an variant. It's more of like a suit reflection.
Interesting.
I don't know. It's taking a little bit of liberty there that I don't like, you know. But
yeah.
I get it. I get what he's doing.
I like the idea, but yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Yeah. All right, Black Panther. Cable number 9. This is
marching towards the end.
Here we go.
Towards the end, the last arc. Days have passed yet to come. I love this cover because it's Emma like while they're on their date.
Oh, it's great.
It's just like her over. I love the idea of Emma like being like an actual like helicopter parent, I guess, in a way. Nothing really big for the preview here because it's
X-Men. They never give you a good preview.
Hickman's only going to put out 2 pages. I don't even know if we want to look at the damn Carnage black and white. I mean, it is what it is.
If you're into Carnage, you'll probably pick this up.
I am not picking this up, despite the fact that it's got a pretty damn solid creative team. Al Ewing, Ben Percy, and Teenie Howard.
That is a very talented group of writers to be thrown in a very stupid character.
Sarah Pacelli is getting. I think it's actually Pacelli. Sarah Pacelli is getting a fucking art.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Wow, that's even better. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! And Ken Lashley's not bad. John McCrae isn't either.
That is a hell of a team to throw at this.
I can't do it.
Nah, I'm not getting a Carnage book.
Yeah.
Carnage is like the ultimate edgelord character, you know.
He really.
Unless Donny Cates is writing tonight. Oh well.
Oh, Donny Cates is writing it.
He is writing it.
Well, the other one said Al Ewing, so that's weird.
The other one did say Al Ewing.
Al Ewing. Weird.
That is weird.
Yeah.
Well,
but I do want to bring up this cover. Okay, this is the Patrick Gleason webhead variant. All right, they had one of these with Spider-Man, and it ended up getting reprints. And every reprint was this done in a different color. Those books are going crazy on the spec market, dude. People are loving those reprints. Usually reprints don't get any mileage, you know, in the spec market, but those are, and maybe they're trying to get Lightning to strike twice there.
That is a pretty cool cover.
It is, man.
That's a cool cover.
We have an In-Hook Lee cover as well, and a Ryan Otley.
I like me some Ryan Otley.
He does love to draw these symbiotes.
He does.
All he's ever wanted to do is draw Venom.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. I really hope he gets the Venom book after Donny Cates, because they've announced Donny Cates' last book.
Mm-hmm.
But that's in this preview. So the next previews we get,
Ryan Otley has wanted to do.
Oh man,
from issue like 5 or whatever, he took over an Invincible. He's just like, I just want to do this until they give me a Venom book. And he's waited a very long time.
He should really, really get it. I don't know who they'll have, write it. Probably Philip Kennedy Johnson.
Probably Philip Kennedy Johnson.
Everything else. Excalibur still working through.
I have not liked Excalibur since
it's been
Ten of Swords.
Ten of Swords.
Yeah, it's just been weird. It hasn't been the book that I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be the book that really delved into Otherworld and what was going on with that stuff. And instead, it's turned into some weird Elseworlds adventure.
Ten of Swords was its event, more so than any of the other X books. So they kind of blew their wad early, I think,
But the thing about it was Excalibur's event because of what's his name? Because of Apocalypse.
Right.
You know, and now Apocalypse isn't on this team anymore. Now they're trying to get over Psylocke, the new Captain Britain, and it's not working for me because they're making her such a wuss. You know, they had Saturnine Breaker in pieces, and then the whole Captain Britain Corps came back as members, omniversal members of the Excalibur team, and that's rad. That is so cool. But this arc, it's just been diving into her, dealing with this. Oh, it's been bad, dude. It's been bad. I'm gonna pick it up though because I'm picking up. Yeah. All right, another book on my radar this week is the finale of the current status quo of Guardians of the Galaxy. Al Ewing is still going to be writing it, but next week we get issue 13, which is the new status quo with the 3 teams, and Doom is on one of the teams. And it's going to be rad, dude.
I'm excited, honestly.
I have not been reading this, but I will be reading it next week. So that's why I'm kind of excited that this is it.
This is it.
But maybe we should read this so we know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I've been picking up this book regardless.
That panel. That's dope.
That is dope.
Hercules.
I mean, Al Ewing's usually a safe bet anyway. You know.
It's hard. Yeah, it's hard not to pick up a book that's written by him. King in Black Scream. Does anyone care?
No.
Yeah, Maestro. Does anyone care?
I'm gonna pick it up, but we don't even have to talk about it.
Marvel Portfolio for Peach Momoko. This is a hardcover art book.
Okay.
That's cool.
That's worth having.
$50.
Woo!
That's a coffee table book if I've ever heard.
Yeah, man, them coffee table books get a big markup.
Yeah,
they do.
And here it is, another Spider-Man book. 1 month until the Clone Saga.
Been the best Spider-Man book until now.
Saladin Ahmed has been killing it. Carmen Carnero.
It's It's Spider-Man.
Hell of an artist. She's amazing.
She's amazing.
Oh, that's not fair.
No, that's definitely not fair.
Miss Marvel cannot fucking play hoops with you. That is the cheapest fucking shit.
But it is it is Miles. He can be all sorts of Spider-Man.
No, that's bullshit. She's amazing at everything.
I mean, if everyone else is allowed to use their superpowers, I feel like that's fair.
It's like the X-Men, no powers while you're playing b-ball.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. Carmen Carnero, please draw my life. Draw my life. So yeah, that'll be fun. I'm thinking actually to picking this up because I am gonna read the Clone Wars.
I cannot wait.
Clone Saga.
I cannot wait for this.
Clone Wars. Wrong franchise.
Wrong franchise. It's close.
All right. Though. Savage Avengers number 19 is a King in Black tie-in. All right. I have not been following this book at all. It's Jerry Duggan and Kev Walker, but you guys have to see this preview. All right. This is Iceman hanging out with Conan. And he's like, you humans. And he's like, so quick to murder us. And he's like, wait, you are no man? And he's like, no, I'm not. When I was a kid, I pretended to be a snowman. I didn't want to scare anyone, but those days are long gone. And it's like, oh, that's our cue, crew. Let's move out. Because Iceman's fixed to go Omega Mutant on their asses. And dude, this looks dope. And I'm like, why the hell haven't I been reading this book?
I've told you multiple times that it's not the book you think you're going to read. And because it's not the book you think you're going to read, it's so entertaining because of it. Yeah. It's Gary Dugan, Kev Walker, using a bunch of characters.
Gary Dugan is always a solid writer.
Gary Dugan is great with characters no one gives a fuck about in the 616. And this book has been one of those books where it's like, because he knows no one's reading this book. He's literally
he does whatever the hell he wants.
He does whatever the fuck he wants, and it's really fucking entertaining. Like I almost tried not to tell people about this book because I almost don't want it to get hot because it's so entertaining. Him not giving a single fuck of what's Conan being in the 616 isn't what you wanted it to be.
It's so stupid.
But this book is so fun because
that's why I didn't pick this up.
Just let it go.
Just
let it go.
So I'm gonna go back and read at least the King in Black arc. These are the Marauders because here's Bishop hanging out. Callisto isn't technically on the Marauders, but she was in an issue when she was hanging out with Storm, doing some things. So yeah, I'm down. I'm gonna have to go back and give that a read. We do get another Michael Cho variant. He's doing Black Widow this time on the Savage Avengers book. Not sure why. I don't even think she's on this team.
Yeah, I was about to ask. I don't think she was, but
yeah,
I don't know.
I don't think she was. Where the hell is the Black Widow book? Wasn't that supposed to come out this week?
Oh, well.
It's been a while.
I remember there was a huge gap between the most recent issue and the issue before, so
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they're dragging their feet on it.
Yeah.
But hey, if they need time to do the art right, more power to them.
Yeah, if Elena Casagrande needs time, I know it's not Jordi Belair needing time. She's
right.
Quick.
No.
But yeah, Taskmaster's wrapping up that miniseries. It was just okay for me. See, it's kind of a light week at Marvel. I know we talked a lot of shit, but it's like Guardians of the Galaxy 12. Nah, but I want 13. You know what I mean? Miles Morales, Spider-Man number 24. No, but I really want issue 25. So we're getting there.
Because there's a lot of stuff on here that's like, it's cool, but not like absolute must pick up.
Is it going to follow me to the counter at the shop? Probably. Dynamite, bunch of Deja, bunch of Red Sonja, bunch of Vampirella. This is actually Vampirella versus Purgatory.
Ooh.
Yeah, Purgatory.
Ray Fox. So that's what happened to Ray Fox.
Yeah, I know. I think about that all the time. I'm like, man.
Remember when Purgatory an existing character? I have no idea who that is.
Yeah, Purgatory. Have you ever heard? Oh man, what the hell's the name of the? She's from a different sort of universe that now
Lady
has
Death,
right?
Wasn't that Lady Death?
Lady Death. It's a book that Larry really liked. Somebody, Maggot Mark or Maggot Maddie or something stupid. I don't know.
That sounds terrible.
There was a whole universe.
I believe you.
I can search for Purgatory real quick.
You don't need to worry about it.
Yeah. But it was created by Brian Pulido, who is the creator of Lady Death. So
yeah, that's what I thought. It was
Evil Ernie. Evil Ernie was the name of it. So yeah,
right. It wasn't Evil Ernie. It wasn't Evil Ernie, a spin-off of Lady Death, if I recall correctly.
Oh my gosh, dude, you're asking the wrong guy for that.
I don't know.
Obviously, I've already
all that stuff bored me.
Yeah, that stuff all bores me too. It's all cheesecake, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. I just brought up a story. Yeah.
Dune House of Atreides is cool. Once and Future's cool. Power Rangers is cool. But the big book, and I think everybody here can get excited about this new Whedonverse book. This is a brand new verse in the Firefly franchise. 20 years after the events of Firefly, Serenity soars in the verse with a new Captain Emma, who is Zoe and Wash's kid.
Yep.
That sounds awesome. Now, I don't know if anybody knows anything about the Firefly comics. The movie never happened. Okay, in the comics.
The movie never happened in the
never
comics.
Died.
Nope, none of that happened.
Yeah.
Nope, none of that happens.
The movie never happened in the comics.
Greg Pak does everything you wish you got out of season 2, 3.
Exactly.
It's as if the show got to happen and they never just ended the show in the movie. Yeah. I really like the Greg Pak Firefly books. I think they're a really good time.
Yeah.
If you really like Firefly, I think they're a great read. Yeah. You just ignore the shit out of the movie. And
I like Firefly.
I like the movie though.
I just feel like sometimes it's okay to let some of these TV franchises die.
I'm with Adam on this one. I mean, I might be losing a lot of nerd cred on this, but time has healed that wound for me.
No, and I'm with you. I 100% agree. I just think the comic book medium, the medium that we all love and have this passion for, I think this is
one of its biggest strengths.
It never dies.
Because this story can never appear in any other medium.
The Skywalker saga's over? Nope. It's not over.
I was about to mention Star Wars is a great example of them making good use of storytelling potential that we would never get to see otherwise.
Exactly.
It's cool seeing them bridge the movies and stuff.
Dr. Afro.
Dr. Afro is a thing. Dr. Afro is the best Star Wars character who isn't from a movie, I think.
Well, 100%.
100%.
100%.
And I will say this, I do
find Osaka is the best one from from a show.
Okay.
Yeah, that's even with Mando.
Oh, well, technically she was from that movie first. They made that terrible Clone Wars movie.
They did make that terrible movie.
Oh, that doesn't fucking count.
It does count.
It does count. Yeah, because it was basically the pilot for the show.
It was the pilot for the show. Yeah.
I mean, that's true. That's true.
But I will say I enjoy the Pak books more than I enjoy all the Star Wars comics right now. Yeah. As far as it using the continuity that existed, and because there's less Firefly, it just can.
He has more space to explore.
Got way more space to.
There's also another aspect to that. The Star Wars writers at Marvel, they're not allowed to write about some stuff.
Yeah, they have
the movies, the TV shows. We're still going to use that. Firefly, no, fuck it. We're done with Firefly everywhere.
I mean, there are fixed endpoints that they have to work within. Like it like has to start where New Hope ended and end where Empire begins. And then I'm sure, there's a bunch of stuff like you absolutely cannot use this character to do this thing.
Yeah, Kathleen Kennedy is writing her memos telling them, no, don't touch it. Don't touch it. And that's a good thing. You know what I mean?
They're the greater.
That's why they got rid of the expanded universe, dude. Because, they want to make sure they can tell a story moving forward. All right. And everything else. There's really nothing in the anything else this week. It's a lot of just average. We got a new Blade Runner book. Bloodshot 50 project is getting collected. That's pretty cool. Brett Booth is the main artist on that. There's also got some Steve McNill and some Paolo Rivera.
Gonna have a lot of 90s feel to it then.
Yeah. And that's Bloodshot for me. Bloodshot screams 90s.
Oh, definitely.
I think they even still give his ass pouches. Doesn't he still have pouches?
He totally
even in the current run?
Even in the current one.
I don't know. Cold Dead War. There's a lot of really, really indie stuff coming out that I just have no desire to read. Frank on the Farm is coming out. Issue 2 was not as good as I wanted issue 1 to be, and issue 1 wasn't as good as I wanted to be. So I don't know. Moving on. Yeah, dude, there's just not a lot.
Yeah, I'm not seeing shit.
Not a lot. Lady Freedom. This is your, exploitation book. Cheesecake. Pantomime is a good read, but not a lot of people have caught on. It's not really what we're talking about. The Recount number 3, definitely a book I'm looking forward to, but again, it's real niche.
Yeah,
nobody's reading it but me that I know of. Yeah, man, I think that's it, dude. We do get The Edge number 1, but it's from what the hell is I don't know. We could talk about all these books, but man, who cares? Vietnam Horror, that's always a winner.
Oh, that is fun.
Yeah, that's not the first time they've come out with a book called Vietnam Horror, but his books. So, who knows? So yeah, that's basically it. We do get Year Zero coming out from AWA and whatever. So yeah, that's really it, man.
Yeah.
Kind of a light week,
It is. It really is. Yeah. And it's a lot of stuff that's coming out that I wouldn't normally pick up. Like I wouldn't normally pick up an Aliens book, but
yeah, that's definitely on my list though. I'm picking up Aliens. Stray Dogs number 2.
Stray Dogs definitely on my list also.
And then
I'm gonna pick up the Action Comics book because I want to see what that status quo is.
Yeah,
and I like Philip Kennedy Johnson, but I am still very apprehensive about it.
Do you think that he's going to invite Mixelplick over from the 5th dimension and help him fuck over the main DC universe or something?
I don't know. Apparently
that's his thing. Is he helps villains do their jobs. He does their jobs for them.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to Black Panther. I've been with that one from the beginning, and it's always a good read.
Agreed.
That's true. It's almost done, man.
Yeah,
it is.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't think I have a third book. No, of course, Cable. All the X books are always there, but
yeah, but even still, though, in the X books, it's still kind of a lower week on the X books because Cable's been good, but it's still a lower rung X book.
It's like
the thing about Cable is we know it's ending. It's got 3 issues, 4 issues left. We know it's over, so it's kind of.
I mean, we are officially in the territory where if you weren't already picking it up, now is no time to start.
Oh yeah, yeah. So yeah, I don't know, man.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a light week.
It's a light week. But that's good because next week is a huge, really huge week.
I'm surprised. Usually the 5th Wednesday of a month is usually kind of the drop
week. Yeah, I'll go look at what's coming. Just
the first week of this month though was super light too. So I had a feeling that one of these weeks was going to be real heavy, and we've been building toward it. So Yeah, next week is going to be real big.
Yeah. We do get as far as the next week.
That's cool. But as far as the X books go, I'm just like
Decorum. Oh my god!
But I feel like I'm in a circling pattern with the X books until the Hellfire Gala starts up.
Yeah.
Right. Crossover, Decorum, and Department of Truth all come out from Image Comics next week.
Shit.
Those are like the three best books coming out. I mean, Noctera ranks up there too, but it's not coming.
Oh yeah.
They really backloaded their release schedule this month,
right? But Marvel next week's got a Beta Ray Bill. They got that King in Black Ghost Rider, the King in Black Return of the Valkyries. Silk #1 is coming out, which looks cool. X-Men #19, X-Men Legends #2. US
Damn, that is a big week.
Wrapping up that miniseries. So yeah, next week is huge for Marvel, which is really just odd, but I don't know, man. I don't know.
Sounds pretty cool.
So yeah, looking forward to the Aliens book, but really that's about it, man. Stray Dogs are gonna be dope, but
Stray Dogs, yep, definitely.
Everything else is just kind of
Yeah, it's kind of a slow week. Honestly, you need those every once in a while.
And it does feel good to catch up. You know, I've been
and I like slow weeks anyway because it gives me a chance to branch out to some stuff that I wouldn't normally pick up.
And there is some stuff that you can experiment with. You know, at least came out.
And hey, maybe with like 4 hours less time reading comics, maybe we'll get around to watching the Snyder Cut.
There you go.
Maybe.
Or the more likely option, watch
Falcon
Island a few times.
Yeah.
No, man, it's time to start prepping for
It is. It's time to prep for Godzilla.
Yeah.
Which I'm always
my god!
Go back.
I'm so excited.
Let's move to the 31st. Is that right? It was the 25th. Now it's moved to the 31st.
I think it's the 31st. Yeah.
Sucks.
Bastard.
Because the 25th is like
less than
this
a week.
Friday. The 25th, no, the 25th is this week. The 31st is next week. I'm
saying it's less than a week later, you know?
Right, but the 31st
but I wanted
is
to talk
Wednesday.
about it on next week's show.
Yeah,
on next week's Sunday night show. Oh,
well,
man.
tough shit.
I know. I can't. I mean, I still have it in here, I think. Let me see it. Yeah.
He's going to get his ass whooped.
I mean, come on. It's a nuclear fucking dinosaur.
There's no way.
He's just a gorilla.
That's why Kong gets Stormbreaker. That's why they have to even up that match a little bit, you know?
I will rage if Kong wins this.
I gotta see.
Well,
I can't.
You know what's really happening by now, right?
Oh yeah, everybody does. It's the worst kept secret in movies.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. I can't wait for the part where he finds the Godzilla scale and he puts 2 and 2 together and makes his own weapons. I mean, that's got to happen, right? They're not.
That's got to happen.
The military isn't going to make him a hammer, right? An axe, right?
No.
He's going to do that himself.
He's going to do himself.
No, there's got to be something for like 11 to do, right? That's probably what she does.
Peter Dinklage are going to come and help him make it. I'd still watch it.
You joke, but that would be a great cameo.
Holy shit! It's confirmed the MCU and the MonsterVerse are the same universe. All right, thanks for hanging out, everybody. We do this every Monday, and we appreciate you watching. Come back Sundays where we do our new shows as well. We got all kinds of shit happening throughout the week with Big Willie, but tomorrow, Geekterion Collection, 7:30 Central Time. We're going to be talking about the awesome movie Akira, classic landmark anime. There probably wouldn't be anime today if it wasn't for
not here in this country.
Yeah, sure. Yep. So come back then and check that out. Next week we're doing top 5 TV shows. That's going to be a blast. Check us out on Patreon, patreon.com/outrightgeekery. We just want $1 a month, just a tip. We'd really appreciate it. Yeah, that's really about it. Most of all, thanks for hanging out. And most of all, thanks to these jokers for hanging out with this joker.
This guy.
Anytime, man.
We're going to do it again next time.
Same geek time. Same geek.
My bad, dude. I swear.
Cover, you jackass.
No, he was doing it so well.
He was putting so much effort into it.
I told him out. I'm sorry.